Morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Wednesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, S&P 500 E-mini futures daily chart made a new high yesterday up at 2054. Just a very quiet, trending, grind-up kind of a day. The most interesting thing for me about yesterday was that after we jumped over the 2043.75 high that had been the all-time high of the moment, we came back and we tested that at 44 and it held. Okay, and then we went up from 44 to 54. We tested 44.5 in the overnight, and we're toying around in the 45 area now. If that area holds, it's kind of a either or, and here's your either or. And some people ask me, how do I construct my trading plans? And everybody's brain works differently, but the way I do it is my trading plans get constructed as a set of either ors. Because when you walk into a market with absolutes, you're going to get crushed. If you're going to say, we are going to trade to X, or we are going to do this, and you fixate on that, as soon as there's a bend in the road, you're not going to execute, not going to exit, not going to take a stop when you should, and that's when people get hurt. If you look at the market as a set of either ors, then you always know where the forks in the road are and what you're going to do depending on which fork in the road the market takes. So just a brief example of that are these 44s. Either the 44s are going to hold as a new floor or they're not. If they hold as a new floor, then I want to be long against a break of that level. So I am very small long, 1/2 of 1 unit long, 46 right now. If we go down to that area and it holds, I will add another 1/2 of a unit. So I'm not making a huge bet. Why? Because we're 70 something handles over the 45-day pivot. We've been up here a while, and the middle band is rising rapidly, and I think we're going to go ahead and do a test. And for those of you that want a big Santa Claus rally that gets up into the 2085 to 2100 area, which if you flip on Twitter, everybody's talking about, you need to go down and you need to establish middle band as support and get the people reloaded that need to be reloaded to make that run. You're not going to make the run from here, in my opinion. So 44, if 44 breaks, then I don't want to be long. I'll exit that, and I'll ride some of the short stuff that I've been doing the last couple of days down for what I think will be a test of the weekly pivot at 35.5. Either the weekly pivot will hold or it won't. If the weekly pivot holds, then I'll exit my shorts and get in long, and I would, at that point, I would be looking for new highs. If the weekly pivot does not hold, then I won't do anything on the long side. See, I don't anticipatorily trade a level ever. I don't say, well, here comes the weekly pivot at 35.5, so I'm going to stick an order at 35.75 or 36. That works out great, except for the time where it just crashes right through. And then, it's a completely unnecessary loss, in my opinion. So if the weekly pivot doesn't hold, you've got the green line there, which is the middle band, which is going to continue to rise rapidly with price as we shed all of these older prices, right? It's only the last 20 days. So it's to right here. So it's shedding all of this. As it does that, it's going to continue to rise. You still have the floor at 20 to 21. So, you start to look at the floors as either ors, is which one of them is going to hold. I think one of them will, because I think all we're doing here, if we pull back, is making a higher low for a move back to new highs. So by looking at the market as a set of either ors, you always have options, you always have a plan, and you always know what you're going to do next. And you always know what is the next fork on the road ahead of you. So everybody have a fantastic day. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website, PrincetonTrader.com. Come check out the chat room. Come trade these either ors with us. And it's a great time to start. We've got a lot of new trials, so you can start with them. We just got a whole class of trials converted into subscribers. So there's a lot of new people. So the learning curve, it's a really good time to be in right now. And with the market slow, probably through the holidays, it's a good time to come in and just kind of learn and see if the way we do things can help your trading. All right. Take care, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well.